Hello everyone, it's Kavita from Red Door Yoga. Thank you for joining me again for the Red Door Yoga Mini Sutra series online. Today, I wanted to talk to you about things that stick. Now, what I'm actually looking at when I say things that stick is things that grab a hold and stay with you. Primarily what I'm actually looking at are changes in behavioral patterns that you want to change. So there are two things that usually will be a precursor to something that sticks, a change that sticks. The first one is intensity, and the second one is duration. Now, if you got both of those, you've got a very powerful thing, okay? But most of us, we have one or the other. And if you had to choose one in terms of being a powerful precursor to things staying with you, go for duration. Duration is the one that will predict more clearly if something is going to stick with you, or to put it another way, if you're going to stick with it. So the reason I wanted to talk to you guys about this is because, as I mentioned, so many of us want to change behavioral patterns, but the problem is we want to do it overnight. Okay, so we can do it overnight, but you're going to have to really put in something intense. Okay, an intense experience. Think about your near-death experiences. People change behaviors when they have near-death experiences. That's because the intensity of that experience is so great. So if you want overnight change, you're going to need to do intense. Okay, but most of us are not looking for that level of intense. So what you really need to look at is duration. If you want lasting change, if you want a new behavior, a new way of being to stick, you're going to have to commit to the long haul of it, okay? This is a long game. Now, the good news is the long game may not be as long as you think it's going to be, all right? Because most of us want things overnight, we might think, let's say, that 6 months is a really long time. 6 months, it goes like that. 6 months is over before you know it. Okay, but when we're thinking about something, if I said to you, it's going to take you 6 months of getting up every morning and meditating, there are a lot of you who would say, oh, I don't think I can do this, like every day for 6 months. But tell me if I do it for a week, I'll be a changed person. And I'm like, okay, I could do this for a week. Okay, so we really need to change our mindset around things in order to achieve lasting change. And I'm going to put it this way, in order to achieve the greatness that we're looking for out of ourselves. Okay, so unless you're going for near-death experiences, unless you're looking at real intensity, stick with duration. Everything that you do, think of it as a long journey that you're on. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. Okay, things that are going to stay with you, things that are going to become integrated, things that are going to become you, they require the long haul. And that is so true of self-mastery. Okay? If you want to master yourself, this is not something you do overnight. This is something that you do over and over and over. As time passes, you'll be amazed at how much you change. But don't look for overnight, because you'll be selling yourself short. Okay? All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me again. I will mention, actually, that I run a self-mastery mentorship. So some of you are in my mentorship program, and I am so thrilled to have you. Some of you have been sending me messages recently and asking about entering into that program with me. I'd love to have you. So what I'd love you to do is go to www.themasterfulpath.com, and if the doors are currently closed, and they'll still be closed for a few more weeks, just put your email address into the wait list there, okay? And what will happen is, once I open the doors, you guys will get an email letting you know that I've opened the doors to allow new mentees in, and you'll see how the program's laid out, etc. And I'm very much looking forward to having you. I would do that sooner than later because, as I mentioned, I'm actually going to open the doors mid-ish September, and it's only open for 4 days, and then we don't open it for another year. I don't allow new mentees in for another year because I want to focus on the mentees who are in the program with me. I want my attention to go there with them. Okay? All right, everyone. I look forward to seeing you again online very, very soon. Namaste.